Hey guys, welcome back. Tonight I have swatches to share with you from the Dawn Deeva. This is her May releases. Everything that you see here in this video is already available in her shop right now. So I have already just checked and everything is still in stock. These are a one-time release, so once they are sold out, they will be gone. I have checked and everything is still in stock, and if you like anything, you can head on over to her shop, which I will have linked in the description box for you down below. So why don't we go ahead and jump into the swatches. The first polish that we're going to have a look at tonight is called Blathers. Blathers is going to sell for $13. It was inspired by Animal Crossing: New Horizons. It is described as a simple tan nude shade with loads of various mixtures of glitters in various colors. This polish had an excellent formula. It does start off a little bit sheer, but there are a lot of those glitter particles that are going on right there, and they come out of the bottle nice and easily. I didn't actually have to do anything to this one. Sometimes I'll hold the bottles upside down. You got these Crellies and they're a little bit more sparse, but this one was nicely packed and everything came out really nice and easy. The application was flawless. It went on smoothly and evenly. It stayed right where I put it. This will dry textured and it will be difficult to remove because there is glitter in there, but overall, honestly, I didn't think it was terrible. Just be mindful that you might want to use straight acetone just to make your life easier. So I am showing you 3 coats of Blathers and a glossy top coat. And the next polish that we're going to have a look at is Broffina. This is going to sell for $13. This is a thermal polish. It is another one that was inspired by Animal Crossing: New Horizons. It is described as a brownish, burnt orange shade that shifts to a glorious purpley green in its warm state with heavy green shimmer throughout. This polish had a wonderful formula. It is wonderfully opaque in its first coat. I did use 2 coats to achieve full opacity. The thermal transition is absolutely excellent, very easy to transition. The application is also wonderful. It goes on smoothly and evenly. It stayed right where I put it. This didn't stain. I had no application issues whatsoever, and it is not going to be difficult for you to remove at all. And with this one, bonus, I actually remembered to do a thermal hairdryer shot so you get to see its thermal transition in action, which I usually forget to do, and this is the only one that I did do it for. The next one is Bullheaded. Bullheaded is going to sell for $17. It is described as a juicy cherry red shade with heavy shifts of the original unicorn pea in the blue-green sister. This color with the shift is absolutely beautiful. This polish is just amazing. I saved it for last. I needed to wear it for more than 15 minutes that it took to take the photos. The application on this is absolutely flawless. Goes on very smoothly, very evenly. It stayed right where I put it. The unicorn pea in there is astounding and it just jumps off the nail. Nothing in there is going to dry textured and nothing is going to give you any kind of difficulty to remove. So my swatches of Bullheaded are going to show you 2 coats and a glossy top coat. The next polish that we're going to have a look at is Cottontail. Cottontail is going to sell for $13. It was also inspired by Animal Crossing: New Horizons. It is described as a red to colorless thermal with various micro glitter hexes, flakies, and other additives. It was inspired by Mira the Rabbit. This polish had an excellent formula. It went on very smoothly and very evenly. It stayed right where I put it. I had absolutely no application issues. I did, however, have editing issues where I am missing the second coat. I do apologize for that. This, however, was opaque for me in just 2 coats. Those glitters came out nice and smoothly and evenly. I didn't really have to do much fishing. If you want more of a glitter payout, maybe you might want to do a little bit more fishing, but I absolutely love the look that I achieved. This will dry textured and it will be difficult to remove. And that was 2 coats of Cottontail. This next polish is Elvis. Elvis is going to sell for $13. This is another Animal Crossing: New Horizons inspired polish. It is a thermal that is described as an orangish shade that turns a lovely terracotta and then a tangy peach. It also has a lovely copper shimmer running throughout with subtle scattered hollow. This polish is astoundingly gorgeous. The tri-thermal on this is crazy and so apparent. I don't even have to try. It just jumps out at the nail. It is wonderfully opaque. I got it opaque in 2 coats. The formula is flawlessly perfect. It goes on so smoothly and evenly. It stayed right where I put it. Nothing in there is going to dry textured or give you any kind of difficulty to remove. So that was 2 coats and a glossy top coat. The next polish that we're going to have a look at is Emerald. Emerald is going to sell for $13. It is described as a mesmerizing green jelly base that is extra squishy with green shifting UCC flakes and scattered hollow running throughout. It's going to sell for $13. This had an excellent formula. It does start out a little bit sparse. There is mainly just flakies in the base, like a green tinted base, I think. It is absolutely gorgeous. I did use 3 coats to achieve full opacity because I wanted to cover up any, spots in the middle where the flakes didn't hit. I wanted to make sure it was nice and even throughout, although nobody's going to notice any bald spots because it is just so sparkly. It is not going to be difficult to remove. It may dry textured because it is all like flakes, but it's not going to be the texture that will give you any difficulty to remove. I had no staining with this as well. So my swatches are going to show you 3 coats of emerald and a glossy top coat. And the next polish that we're going to have a look at today is Hex Appeal. It's going to sell for $12, and Hex Appeal is described as a gorgeous mint blue curly base with various hex micro glitters. This polish had an excellent formula. It went on very smoothly and evenly. It stayed exactly where I put it. I had no application issues at all, such as running, pooling, or staining. Those little glitters that you see in there are more on the sparse side. It is not a dense type of curly like Blathers was, but if you hold the bottle upside down, I'm sure you can get out a lot more. This is just how I grabbed it off of my rack and applied it. So I didn't have to do any manipulation to get what you see here. But this will dry textured and this will be difficult to remove, so keep that in mind. It is a glitter, so you might want to go in with pure acetone to help you remove it. But my swatches show you 3 coats of Hex Appeal and a glossy top coat. The next polish that we are going to have a look at is KK Slider. It is going to sell for $13. This was also inspired by Animal Crossing New Horizons. It is described as a white, squishy Crelly that has pink, blue, violet, and gold shifty flakes, scattered hollow and shimmer running throughout. This polish had an excellent formula for a white polish. I was absolutely blown away. Deeva always blows me away whenever she does these beautiful light colors because I always expect the formula to be patchy, and they never are. They always apply wonderfully and evenly. Those flakes do stand out much more than you're going to be seeing in my swatches. They are hard to capture, but they are very easy to see in person. Formula was excellent, goes on very smooth, very evenly, stayed right where I put it. No running, no pooling, no staining, no application issues whatsoever. It might dry a teeny tiny bit textured, but it's not going to give you any kind of difficulty to remove. It's just because there's a lot of flakes in there. So my swatches are going to show you 3 coats of KK Slider and a glossy top coat. The next polish that we're going to have a look at today is Misfit Malfunction. This is going to sell for $17. It is a thermal polish, and it is described as a baby blue base in the prettiest icy shade that is loaded with the original unicorn pea throughout. This is, however, a cold state thermal. So basically when you are in your default body temperature state, it is going to be this beautiful baby blue that has the unicorn pea shimmer going throughout it. And when you are very cold, it will go to its transition state instead of the opposite. Like most thermals, when you're warm, it transitions. This one transitions when it's cold. But the formula on this is absolutely excellent, and for saying that it is an opposite, it is a very reactive thermal. I just kind of put my hands around a bottle of water that was cold that I took from my fridge, and it's transitioned for me without a problem. The formula is smooth and easy. Nothing in there is going to dry textured, and nothing will be difficult to remove. The next polish that we are going to have a look at is called Muffy. Muffy will sell for $13. It is also another Animal Crossing New Horizons inspired polish. It is a black to colorless thermal with various colored micro glitters throughout, and it is inspired by Muffy the Gothic Sheep. This is another thermal polish. It had a wonderful formula. It went on very smoothly and evenly. Those glitters come out nice and easy, and they spread across your nail evenly without any kind of manipulation. I didn't do anything special to this one. My swatches of Muffy are going to show you 3 coats and a glossy top coat. Do keep in mind, if I haven't already said this, that this is a glitter, so the removal will be a little bit more difficulty, so you might want to use pure acetone, and it will dry textured. This next polish that we are going to have a look at is Orgasmique, and it is going to sell for $13, and it is described as a thermal that is a deep blue to purple to mint green with loads of shifty flakes of violet, pink, green, gold, and copper. This is going to sell for $13. This polish is absolutely stunning. It is my absolute favorite. It applied to the nail very smoothly, very evenly. It stayed exactly where I put it. I had no browning, no pooling. I had no staining. These flakes might dry a little tiny bit textured, but I really don't think they did. I think they laid relatively flat and smooth. One coat of a glossy top coat will smooth it out. Nothing in there is going to be difficult to remove. And the thermal change in this is absolutely reactive and so beautiful. This polish is my absolute favorite, and I did matte it. I think I threw in a picture of it matte here. If I didn't, I will. But this polish is absolutely stunning, and I highly recommend if you only get one polish, this one be it. The next polish that we're going to have a look at today is called Queenie. Queenie is going to sell for $13. This was a polish that was inspired by Animal Crossing: New Horizons. It is also a solar polish. It is described as a delicately squishy lavender base with various micro hexes running throughout, but when you're in the sun, it turns to a beautiful cobalt blue. This polish is beautiful. It has an excellent formula. It goes on very smoothly and evenly. The glitter in there is more on the delicate side, but I'm sure if you turned your bottle upside down for any length of time, this would give you more of a glitter payout. I just grab it off my rack and I go to swatch, so the delicate payout that you see is what you get if you don't do any kind of manipulation at all. But it does go on smoothly and evenly, and it is a glitter, so it's going to remove a little bit with difficulty, but it's not terrible considering that it's not jam-packed with glitter. So that is Queenie with a glossy top coat. The next polish that we are going to look at is called Raymond. Raymond is going to sell for $13, and it is another Animal Crossing: New Horizons inspired polish. And it is a gray, blue, delicate crelly base that's loaded with various colored UCC flakes that shift beautifully. This polish is gorgeous. I absolutely love it. I love grays, and flaky packed gray polishes are just so up my alley. They're probably right up there with blue polishes for me. The formula on this is absolutely excellent. It goes on very smoothly and very evenly. It stayed right where I put it. It is a little bit sheer to start, but I was able to build to a full opacity in just 3 coats. I do work in thin coats, so you might be able to use 2 if you are a thicker, heavier-handed polisher than I am. But this polish may drive a little bit textured because there are a lot of flakes going on inside Raymond, but it is not going to give you any difficulty to remove whatsoever. It will come off nice and easy. So my swatches are showing you 3 coats of Raymond plus a glossy top coat. And the last polish that we're going to have a look at today is called Taurus AF. It is going to sell for $17, and it is a gorgeous deep red maroon color that is loaded with the original unicorn pea pigments, and it has some hollow flakes throughout. This polish is gorgeous. I absolutely loved this color. It is such a unique color that I actually don't think I have that many of. The formula on this is excellent. It goes on very smoothly and evenly. It stayed exactly where I put it. It is a deeply pigmented color, but I had no staining. As always, I would recommend a base coat just to protect yourself. And it is not going to dry textured, and you won't have any difficulty to remove it. So that wraps up the May releases for the Dawn Deeva. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you next time. Bye, guys.